annual meeting of the Alumni Association of Christopher Newport College. First of all, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. The weatherman is really working against us with the rain we had last weekend, and then the first good weekend we've had with that nice weather out there. Because of this, I would like to personally thank each of you for showing up here today. Been very lonely if we just had 4 or 5 people. To get started here, I would like to just make a few comments myself, and then we'll get into the business of the day. First of all, I think most of us do feel that we've had a successful year for what we started out to do, and the fact that we just organized the association last year. At our earlier meetings, the board talked about what we wanted to accomplish the first year, and being a new organization, our main aim was really to build up an official alumni list, which we have done at the present time and gotten on the computer, to determine the charter membership roles, and then have enough activities this year with no financial backing, really, have enough activities that we could make the college aware that there was an organization also, and then really try to build the organization during the second year as far as the number of people when the first senior class was to graduate. We were able to form the organization. We were able to establish our official charter membership role, and we have received new additions to the role since that time. And even with no financial backing, I believe, and we will have the treasurer's report shortly, but I believe we are financially solvent. It was touch and go there for a while. And without further comments, I would like to go on into the business portion of the meeting. And the first thing on the agenda, I would like to call on Jay Dunn, our treasurer, to give us a treasurer's report.
We're solvent, no problem there. We've got and had for about the last 2 or 3 months the same balance, $20.38, I think to be exact. I also wanted to discuss briefly, and I'm going to have to depend on Lorena's notes. We decided on a dues structure, I believe, for next year, which is good because heretofore, just those of us actively involved have had to $5 a year. Okay, yeah, $5 a year will depend on the active charter membership that we have, rather than the nucleus of officers and board members. So I think this will help to build the treasury up some. I think possibly we can write to some other alumni organizations, and I know we did in forming this one. Constitutionally, we used other organizations' ideas. Perhaps we can write to their treasurers and get a little bit of help in terms of how they arrange their financial structure, how they manage their money.
Jay, you might want to actually talk to the William Murray, Executive Secretary, rather than Treasurer. He's the one you're talking with. You might suggest, either a high amount of money or a low amount from his experience. I don't know. This is just a suggestion to you that might be very beneficial to you.
Did you state the amount?
Yeah, 20, what, for dues?
It's on the tape. Did you state it?
Yeah, the dues are $5 a year. Okay.
Thank you, Jay, for the few that are here that were not on the board and involved with this discussion of dues. I believe I'm right in saying this, and correct me if I'm wrong, any of you. The reason we decided to go into the due structure was mainly we need some money for administrative costs that come up. We, of course, will go into other things to support the college, but I think we were looking towards the dues so that we could become a more active organization and have some money to work with rather than having to turn to a group of directors or officers and ask them could they help out for a particular function. Next, we do have, according to our Constitution, 3 standing committees: the Membership Committee, Activities Committee, and the Publications Committee. I'd like to call on the chairman of these committees for a brief report on what has happened during the past year. The first one, the Membership Committee, Pat Baldwin is the chairman. He was unable to be with us. He is holding down the fort over at GX Pharmacy today. It was his Saturday work, and he was unable to change for someone. But I did get a brief report from him. He said that we stand with approximately 125 members at the present time on roll. We do have, I know, one more name that I added today, and there might be some others that will be coming up, and hopefully many names will be added from the senior class. The second committee, Activities Committee, I'd like to call on Corky Brooks to give us a few words there.
As far as the Activity Committee stands today, we've had five functions. The first was the first annual meeting, which was May of 1970. The second function was a crab feast, which was September of 70. And we had a joint get-together with the students, Christopher Newport here, and that was in April of 1971. And then the last event was the joint picnic with the seniors at Yorktown, which was May of this year. And the attendance is about the same as today from the alumni building, because the picnic we had, what, 5 to 6 people show up. A lot of excess food. Hopefully next year the functions will have more attendance. Unless they drink, or vice versa.
Thank you, Corky. Of course, the ones that did attend some of these functions, I think, had a pretty good time at them, and a few injuries at the last one.
Yeah.
I know at the crab feast, we ate crabs at my house for about 3 weeks after it was over with, and we're still moving things around the garage to get the excess cases of beer piled up from the last meeting. The next committee report, Mike Haywood is the chairman of the Publications Committee. Hopefully he will be here, but it'll be a little later, so we'll hold off for that report and see if we show up. The only other thing I'd like to do, it's not a standing committee, but I would like just a brief report from Lorena Smith on some of the activities on her end this year.
Well, we've had 3 mailings to alumni members during the past year, and in September we sent out approximately 3,000 bulletins. They were mailed to members and prospective members. And in April and May of this past year, we sent out the calls to the annual meeting. They went to approximately 125 alumni members. And these letters included the planned activities for April and May, the announcement of the annual meeting, and the nominations for officers and directors. And also our president has written letters of congratulations to students and former students whose engagements or marriages have appeared in the daily newspapers.
Thank you, Lorena. This time I would like to thank Richard McMahon for keeping us up to date on these articles that hit the paper. About once or twice a month I'll get a letter from him with a bunch of clippings in it. My secretary hates to see them come in.
How about the seniors this year? Did you want to have the seniors recognized by the Alumni Association? A lot of them from the new president.
All right, we finished with these reports. I'm coming to this section right now on is there any old business that anyone has to bring up?
I'd like to offer a resolution.
Yes. Fine.
Well, I did.
Mr. President, at our last annual meeting, Mr. Ussery, who since had been elected as an honorary member of our association, who was very much interested in the association, the first faculty member of Christopher Newport College, a person who I feel sure would have been here today, but unfortunately he passed away during this past year, and therefore I would like to offer a resolution that we recognize his untiring service to the college and his interest that had been expressed in our new founded association. And further, that we emphasize this by standing a moment of solemn memoriam to our dear friend, Mr. Ussery. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. I don't know what Robert's Rules of Order would say on this, or whether I'm sure all of us feel very deeply in the death of Mr. Ussery. I don't know whether it's necessary to bring this up as a unanimous vote of the group. I don't believe that is necessary. I think all of us have some deep feelings. Any of us that have been to this school, I think, have been acquainted with him in one way or the other. Fine person. I would like to recognize that we did also have a second death this year of one of our members, Mr. Fitzsimmons, Esmond C. Fitzsimmons, who wanted to be a member, was put on our membership rolls, and then was taken this year also.
Mr. President, you want to send that resolution to get brought up system?
Yes, I think if Jimmy is during the month, starting into the new year, if you make sure that we take care of this, the new officers and directors take care of this. Any other old business that needs to come up at this time? Yes, Jack.
Let me get one item for the record. In regard to our standing with the Internal Revenue Service, I got a letter from them just this morning. They have received all of the forms and so forth that we, as an organization, have to fill out to have an exempt status. They have not recognized our exempt status yet. They sent me another form to fill out, which basically consists of my name and phone number, and then they're going to get back in touch with me by phone to finalize this thing. So this has been going on for about 6 months. Heretofore, before this morning, I didn't even know whether they had received our paperwork, but they have, and I don't foresee any problem with our getting our exemption number, so that donations that come in the form of dues or other types of donations can be claimed as being tax deductible.
Thank you, Jay. Is there any new business that anyone would like to bring up at this time?
Yeah, Mr.
not receive. No, I did receive. My apologies. That was the mix-up when I saw you come up. I was thinking it was from you. That's right. My apologies for that, Richard. I had intended to send telegrams to several